Fuck it, my audience can't read, but fuck it, I guess I'll have it up anyway. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? Yes. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Hi, Shadow. I like it like this. Hey, all, how's it going? Please enter the current time. That's doxing myself, sir. It's 5. 51. How you doing this fine? I have wanted to put a big funny bullet in my fucking brain all day because people are dumb. I hate people. You minions don't count as people. You are minions. You are lovely people. I love you guys. But holy fuck, my TikTok comment section has made me want to do a swan dive onto the pavement from a 50-story building. Access from the menu. Okay. For saying I can't read. You punish me harder, Daddy. You can't do more damage to my brain than what the fuck has happened today. I got a fucking goblet in my brain. Or playing Stanley Parable. I'm turning this shit down. Holy fuck, is that loud? Fine. No, not good. I fucking hate today. I wish a lot of people would do me a favor and float off into space. No cheese. Fuck you.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Of course! It's fucking Stanley, dude!
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Employee of the month.
Employee number 427.
Also, I got the fucking RGB lights. I'm blue.
He sat at his desk in room
but I'm also red.
And he pushed buttons
and green.
on the keyboard. Orders came
I don't know how to make this control work.
To push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
When I wear, boss.
I don't know. Considered it soul-lifting. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Of course he was.
Stanley was happy.
No, he wasn't. He was fucking miserable, just like I am. I'm Stanley now.
Happened. Something that would
I'm Stanley.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
So, Roth, have you watched Death Battle? I have.
All his years at the company had this.
Emerald, what? Yes, I see you.
Isolation.
What's up?
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Drink the water. Okay.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and
not only do we have water,
office.
we got Coke. Sponsor me, baby. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided, oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes!
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
Yes!
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
You got something to fucking say?
Suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants...
20 times? Okay. This actually really hurts my finger. He's not fucking talking to me.
I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
I will
Perhaps 50
fuck your
clicks
face,
later,
narrator.
it's almost certainly
Language.
50 clicks.
You could pay for the language button. 50 clicks. 50 clicks. Okay. Think of the children. Children can bite me. I've had a bad day.
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to
Possible.
be the
Hydrate.
true reward
You guys want to
for
drown me?
valiant effort. I want to see some
Hi!
hustle, Stanley. I
Yes!
want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't
I've
you
had a
put
day.
20 clicks into door number 417?
Yes! I don't know what. What? Also, what the fuck did he just say, chat?
Do you feel like eventually you could eat with dicks? Yeah? You want to take
How many clicks? Chat, how many fucking clicks? Chat, how many clicks? I don't know what he said.
how about
38. But he said 50. What am I supposed to do?
you want your usual?
He gave me a task. I don't know what to do.
Just keep clicking the door.
Stop paying for drink up. This really hurts my fucking fingers, dude.
You really should drink more water.
I am going to have an aneurysm. I've had a day, dude.
You're pretty warm. Are you okay?
I think it's just the frustration.
Okay. Well,
If it is a concern, can you get me Tylenol?
yes. But also, this was supposed to be poured into a glass?
No, keep it in the bottle.
But last time you had it in the bottle, you said it was too much.
It's fine. Don't worry.
But it's too much. It hurt your tummy.
I don't know what to
care of
do, chat! Boss, you need some milk. I need to know what the fuck I'm doing! What am I supposed to do? Someone tell me! Someone go back in the time for a moment and look what I'm supposed to do! Ah! Fuck! You need to click 50 times and leave the room. I left the room. The sound alerts don't work! I'm sorry, it keeps crashing my stream when I try. I don't know what's going on. This is lame. You guys need to stop. I can see the drink ups. Leave the room. 420. We're gonna click 420.
Drink.
Also a miss.
I love your face.
I love you too. I feel like this is wrong. I feel like this is really wrong. I funnel all the doors.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Did the troll get bad or what's going on? Quick, someone give the boss a hug. How about you tell me what the fuck I was supposed to do? My fiance distracted me. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Door achievement. Door achievement. Stanley Parable door achievement. Hold on. We're not proceeding until I get this. 417. Click it 20 times. Fuck.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
God, I'm doing it. Go over.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
You got it, boss! Does boss want me to spam more drink up? I have 12k point. I'd rather you just kill me.
Now, back to door number 437.
I'd rather you just honestly shoot me.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
How am I supposed to do? How do I?
Yes!
Okay.
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. Got it. 416.
We've almost got it!
Yes.
Now the copy machine, do that one again!
You got it, bitch! Gimme.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
This is a great opportunity for
We
slaughter.
did it!
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mini Karma, thank you for the follow.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just
Yes.
think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
I was thinking I'm gonna fuck you in the ass when I find you, sir. I tried to be alone on YouTube, so moved over here. I'm sorry. Okay, so we did what the narrator asked.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Nah,
doors,
you
this
can-
was
you can
not the
suck my
corridor
dick.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Bitch.
well.
Not
Perhaps he
you,
wanted
not
to
you,
stop
Minnie.
by
You're
the
fine. I
employee
like
lounge
you.
first,
You're
just
cool.
to admire it.
It's the narrator, though. I'm treating him like a bitch.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour,
Fuck
but
you.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Suck my dick.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You know, he keeps talking smack to me. I don't want to help him.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Eat my ass.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
No, you totally are.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Our friendship is
The
nothing but
fact is that
lies.
The story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yes, because you made it about me.
Neglecting Stanley. Someone you forgot.
No, my friend.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Eat my ass.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I like blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
What makes you think I know what red is? I could be colorblind. This is red.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
You see, I disobey authority. Ah, yes.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
Cool.
There's nothing here.
But it's more
Haven't even
interesting
finished building
because
the section
look,
of the map,
look,
because you were
it
never
has
supposed to be here in the
it has
first place.
potential.
Broken rooms,
We
exposed
we have
defective textures.
potential
Is this what
here.
you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I'd
Yes.
written out specifically for you?
Your story sucks.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all
Y-
for
your
nothing,
story is
because
trash,
this is
dude.
what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want?
Explosions.
Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what.
I told you,
Take a
explosions.
stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Yes.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we
Oh
were
my god,
before.
so many more options.
Take it. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Yes.
Feel free to be honest.
I should be able to go into the world, stab a man, take his money, and give that money to an orphanage. Specifically Jeff Bezos.
Aha!
Thank you.
See, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea
walk.
came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Maybe you should stop with these stupid ideas that you have and actually
based on
think
the
of good
data from
ideas.
your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version, and to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with
You
this
sure on that one, buddy?
Let's take a look.
Okay. Oh my god, he's got a leaderboard! Cool! Good old Neil, Skid, Nico Nacho, Vola, Hogarthy, Mr. Hayes, Awesome, Golden. I was lazy. Cool. Third door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I think could have been a little bit better. Could have been a little more interesting. Could have had like a little noise, but pretty good.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I'm liking this. I'm liking the constructive criticism.
In this game, the baby crawls left
I forgot this was
towards
here.
danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
What?
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard.
Damn
Did you
right I
come
am.
Because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas.
Why is there just an office plant here?
Thing that might improve the experience for me.
Hey guys,
I'm
there's just
not
a
even
plant
gonna try.
here.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Sure.
Let's see.
Can it be Half-Life? I like Half-Life. Half-Life's good.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give
Fun
it a
fact, the
shot.
Stanley Parable was built in the Gary's mod.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Obviously, I am a
Well, it
pedophile
seems
that I am
obvious
hiding
to me
out
that
in
your
my
need to play
dungeon.
is a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you
Exactly.
from
We're a
upstairs
creepy
on a
person,
rooftop,
right?
Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
I'm scary.
Yes, that must be it.
Did
What a
he drop
fascinating
you
venture
into
into the
Firewatch?
experience
He
of total
did.
mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Clearly, this is my hideaway from the police for my crimes. Cool. I can't swan dive off of this, so that's depressing.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Open world. Choices. Come on.
It is. It's an open world game.
Yeah,
Good
dude.
God, quickly,
1,000
knock it
times
off.
better. No. No.
Ugh.
No.
Thank goodness. Stanley. What a close call.
You
You
bastard!
off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow.
There's a way.
You can just go.
I can
in
shimmy
any-
through that.
Oh.
I can shimmy through that.
Once we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
No!
Okay.
I can make
To
it!
get us out of here.
No!
And another game.
Motherfucker!
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice.
I will eat your
insurmountable
dick!
walls. Okay. I think
No!
this will be just.
Let me jump off the building. Let me swan dive. Fuck! No!
Wonderful. See, this
This
is
game
exactly
sucks.
what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. If you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I will beat your ass, sir.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Oh no, there's a fucking net there and a fucking net there.
Track. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of
Canada!
back here. Is this
Oh,
game sports
Canada!
ball? I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun! We should run the bases and do a touchdown
native
together.
land.
I think surely we must.
True
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball.
patriot
Have fun.
love. You're on my fucking song, asshole! Fuck you, I'm scoring on orange. You bitch.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I
Yes.
worked so hard on?
I get a
Stanley,
ball
I
in this
have
one.
thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal
I
pleasure,
can't get the ball in
then
there.
surely
I'm bad at this
multiple
game.
balls
That's
make
why I
for
hate
even
Rocket League.
more
I suck at
euphoric
this.
sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing,
I
doesn't
think
it?
he needs tomatoes
Stanley,
in there.
I'm like a child in a
Throw it at them.
confectionery
Yes!
shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
That's going in. Oh god, it's ball heaven. So many balls! Ball!
Are you enjoying this,
Bah!
Stanley? Are you having fun?
Yes!
Is this a real video game?
Infinitely more than the shit you made me go through. You made me click on doors!
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Cool.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Swan dive.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Sucks to be you, bitch!
story without me. You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Eat my ass! You abandoned me. We're gonna have our own fun. We're gonna do our own shit. Where the fuck do I go? Shit. Oh! Oh, guys, it's the original build! It's the original build! Oh, that's so cool! Minus the walls being knocked in, but hey, that's pretty good. It's the other door. Oh. Amazing. Nowhere to go. Yep. Yeah, this is the original build of the game from like, oh my god, back in 2008. God, I remember this. It's my old office. Oh yeah, what the fuck do I do here? Never mind.
I wonder what he found.
Your
If
ass.
what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
I don't.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
Yeah.
That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
All I hear is
Once
bitch.
this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
All I hear is bitch.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It means they're
Stanley
dead.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But what if I don't? It's all a simulation.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sounds like a little
Wow.
bit of
Yes.
bitch.
This room. What a beautiful room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Elevator. This is much more interesting.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
What if I want to go right? Can't go right.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Cool.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Cool.
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
Fired!
have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
But I want to. I want to wander off track.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nope. I missed nothing.
One debt to society later.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Hey, Gallifrey, thank you
No,
for the sub.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
I don't know.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I had nothing to
Move
do
the
with
story
this.
somewhere, or...
It's your own shoddy
I'm
programming.
asking you. I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. let's find the story.
There's a door over here. Cool. Oh, that's trippy.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on.
I don't know about you,
there
dude. This is like the
definitely
greatest
was
thing
a
ever for
story
me.
here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Probably.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wow, the doors aren't even there now.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Sure. Well, someone spilled a cup in here. It's gross.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something.
It's
The
blue.
story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Same.
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
I don't know.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
I like
You
winning.
put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
No, I did.
People win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Same.
I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution.
I
This
hate
time,
this.
to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I hate everything about this. I want to follow the line.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Oh, okay, I guess. I have to follow the line. Fuck your solitaire. Damn it. I don't follow lines, I ignore them and blaze my own, trail.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
I hate it.
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I want off this crazy ride. I want off! This ride sucks! Help! I want to be here! Ah!
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Fuck you.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing? Oh, no, not again.
Found it!
How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you? After
I didn't trust
everything
it.
through-
I was told to follow it.
I can't take this
I have
anymore.
much of a
To hell with
choice.
it. Restart.
I don't want to do shit.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line.
Yeah.
What it ever done for us?
Yeah.
We're intelligent people.
Yeah!
Why can't we make up our own story?
Yeah!
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh,
Very mysterious
this
and
all
daring.
sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah!
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I want... Honey Pop 5!
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yeah.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Yeah, fuck you, line. We don't care for you. Stupid line. Very stupid. It's a very bad line. Look at it. Not even being a line. Just going all over the place, thinking it's so cool.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From
Decision
here,
time.
the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Yes.
Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I
Nice
get
number.
a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Uh-oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Did we?
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now
I
we
can't
just
open.
wait.
I can't
You know,
open the door.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
It is
I'm not
in
quite
a
sure if we're
in
the
a
destination
sense.
or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Oh, I'll be here.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
I'm scared.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so like, there's a bunch new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Hell yeah! New content, baby. This is why we spent $20.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Cool.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Ooh.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens
Battle Royale mode?
the world of the Stanley Parable.
If it contains Battle Royale mode, 0 out of 10.
World over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this
Gimme,
sounds
gimme.
delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yeah.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but
Hello.
I'm sure it's just the beginning
You
of a
bring food.
mesmerizing adventure.
Guys, it's a mesmerizing adventure. Oh, shit.
Is it broken?
Mesmerizing adventure.
What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right, finally.
Yay.
At long last, it's on to the new
It's-
content. I've never
Okay.
been more ready. Let's do it.
Thank you. Oh, head scratches.
I love you.
Love you.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley.
Yes! Content! Oh my god. Everyone. It's exactly what we needed.
All right.
It's exactly what we wanted.
right, let's
A
see.
fucking jump
Jump
circle! Woo! Just what I've always wanted! There we go! All I wanted was jump, and you took it from me! Bitch!
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say,
I'm betrayed.
initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Yep.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box.
Yep.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
Cool.
Very good. Yeah.
Better be another
I
fucking
knew
jump
there had to
button!
be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with
Yep.
no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If
I
you're
would like
still
to.
with me, why don't we just
Oh, wait.
reset the game?
Just
and we'll
achievement,
try
please
to get
ignore.
back to what the Stanley
Oh, yeah.
Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
I'm hiding. What?
Psst. Stanley!
You're in a vent?
Come over
Vent man!
here! In the vent!
Vent
I want
man.
to show you something.
I am the mole in the vents. I am the mole in the vents. I am the moley mole, the mole in the vents.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be.
They took away my jump
Thinking
button.
about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
They took
So
away my
I
jump
made
button.
something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've
Ooh.
been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Oh. Oh. Guys, he's got a basket.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Hey. The original remake. Oh. That's cute. Excuse me. In loving memory of little Stan. Aw, little hamster's dead. I smell a trap. There's always usually a negative twist.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Ooh! Okay, I can't go that way. Ooh, the on and off buttons.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Well, you could always make something better.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back To have it all over again?
Hmm.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Oh
I haven't
no!
looked at these in years. I can't even imagine.
Oh, these are gonna be racist as fuck!
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest,
I can't tell if these are actual, actual reviews or not.
You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Yeah. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
No, dude,
Perhaps
it's okay.
the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remember. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is.
Button.
Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not...
That's fine.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Cool!
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Cool!
Or 2 weeks.
The button works!
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us.
The button works! Hello? Oh, I hate that. Stop, please. Please stop. Button.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave
Button.
a pathetic...
Hello? Hello? Button?
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Oh, I hate it.
The end is
I
never
hate
the
this.
End, is never the end, is never
Oh
the
no,
end,
he's
is
gone
never the
crazy.
end, is
Let's
never
get out of
the
here.
end.
Well, the plant's dead. Oh, water's coming in. Okay. Hello? Hello? Oh, sunlight! I gotta see what's out there. There's no way out. Button. Oh, that's nice. This is nice. I like this. Button. No! What happened to the foliage? Where's my son? I don't like that noise. Stop that. Let me out of here. Oh no. The button's broken. Freedom. When did I enter Dune? Guys, let's go fight worms! Giant worms to ride! Giant worms, guys. And tons of drugs. That's the only thing we need. The only thing! Freedom! True freedom! Okay then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Button.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Button. Okay. Oh, new
Oh,
content.
good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I like new content. No, we were free. We were free. Are we ever truly free, my friends? Are we ever truly free? Oh, good, an elevator. Okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable.
I've been
and
reflecting
about
on my
how
life choices.
roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Yes.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
One step even
Which
further.
is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An
Guys.
entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yes! Even though I completely forgot about the Stanley Parable existing.
Calling it the
Forever.
Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement.
Damn right it is!
Future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be. But
Oh.
let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if
Who
I
took
can
the red
loosely
marker?
organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
But the way? This way to the show floor. Okay. Cool. Get on the bus. I want to get on the bus. Okay, no bus for me. Guys, it's a convention center.
Try out some of the new features.
Oh shit! Wait, does that actually work? Hold on. No fucking way, it actually works. What? It actually works, guys. No shot. What the fuck? That actually works. How long is this?
See there, Timmy. What's that you're enjoying? Why, it's breakfast.
Oh. Okay. If you're more of a prequel sort of person, check out the Stanley Parable. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoyed the. What the fuck? Okay, that's funny. Excuse me. Ooh. Red is the new orange. The baby is all grown up. Stop it. I hate that noise.
For the
Ooh.
Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious
touch
answer
grass.
is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply?
Yes.
Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I believe so.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Yes.
let's take a break from the gym button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much
No,
Jim.
I'm not Jim
I've
enough.
taken the gym button away. Otherwise,
No!
soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
No! No! Who am I? If I can't be Jim, I am nothing. I deserve death. Who am I? I feel betrayed, forgotten,
I
abandoned.
suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Jim. Right, yes, I'm boss. Okay. Guys, there's a
The
bucket!
common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Oh.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
It's a
You
bucket!
see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket,
I like buckets.
the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even
It's
comforting.
the hook.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Bucket!
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And
I
in
have a
fact,
bucket.
can I say that I do believe the bucket
I'm
lends
the
you an air of
happiest man
charisma as
alive.
well?
I
I
have
think that just
bucket.
holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Yes.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? Mm-hmm. All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable too.
Can I get the bucket? I get to keep the bucket. Yeah!
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I like the bucket.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Guys, white or blue? White or blue? What do we pick? White or blue? I don't know about this one. White? White. Okay.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
No!
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
The bastard! Motherfucker!
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle
Yes!
back to Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
We want to jump! No. You're a bitch, narrator! I will fuck your ass! No, give me a... I'm pissy!
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
Ooh.
right. infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Okay. Cool. Whee!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Now, I want to see how deep this hole goes. I want to see truly infinite.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Why so
Do
nervous?
it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
You seem pretty fucking nervous there. I'm not pushing the button.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Oh, did you now?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Infinite means forever!
Infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm alive.
Damn right I did.
You're so
You're also a bastard. You've been littering down here.
Here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person...
I said I wanted to swan dive!
Infinitely. I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
You're the problem. You could just remove the floor.
Things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly
No!
infinite?
That's not how it works!
You
First you denied me my gym, now you're denying me this! The bucket was a good call, though.
I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I'm bored.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of...
Oh no, I fell in the hole.
You see? I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. A normal person.
Oh, that's gonna make me sick.
Yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
I did.
I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really, gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow, okay, yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Yeah, I can actually, like,
And I'm
see
starting
the
to hit
ceiling.
point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Sure.
Well, there it is.
Oh!
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Uh-oh.
Is the, teleport button not working?
That's not good.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole. And now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
No, let me
It's
out!
a win for everyone.
No!
You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else.
No! I'll be
Bye,
good!
Stanley.
No!
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
The cigarette butts, it's gross! I want out! Uh-oh. What? What? The hole is taking me. Glory to the hole! Glory be! Glory be! Truly it will show us infinity, children. First I have to change perspective. G, to change your perception. Change your reality. Oh God. G, to change yourself. What? Ha! Oh. Oh no, I hate this. I like that. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I hate that. Okay. We're back to Stanley.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
Ah!
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there,
What?
drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
No! Let me out!
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
I want
I'm
out!
looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
I hate this. Let me back. Let me out. Let me out. No! Let me out! Let me out! This is a joke. Let me out!
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh, I get the bucket. I'm not going down the hole again. That was scary. New achievement! Yeah, baby!
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
No.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you.
Cool.
It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken.
You lie to me.
Wizard Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans. all
I
over the
will
world
eat your ass, boy!
uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen. What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Collectibles!
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game.
Yes.
In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Cool.
And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Cool. Oh, I can't go further. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Okay. Well, I think I've seen everything. Unless it wants me to do it all again. Oh, that's new. How do I get up there? Stairs. Stairs! Settings world champion. What? What? Hi, Blue. Settings world champion, eh? What? What do I do? How is you today? I am existing. I've had a bad day. I've wanted to really punch somebody in the... I really wanted to hit a lot of people in the face today on TikTok. Because they're so fucking dumb. What do I do? Where do I go? There's like... nowhere to go. I've done everything. E is exit. You are here. Exit over there. Oh, wait. No, over there. Haha! I'm smart. Oh,
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
It's back here. Okay.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Garbage.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
No.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Ew.
I mean...
No, it's a collectible there!
Right?
I need to get it!
Sort of.
Collectible!
Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
You bring that collectible back!
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. a title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look. This is the story of a man named...
Hey! He's got
All of his
balloons!
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Bucket!
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
But what if I go right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
But there's a place where I know the bucket can't go.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Fuck you!
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Collectible.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Yes.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I like that it's on an amiibo stand. I'm fine with this. Could I survive a fall from this?
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms.
What?
How deeply touching.
That's pretty fucked up.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is weird.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and...
Fuck you right!
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Fuck you!
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
No.
There's something up there I need you to do.
Oh, balloon.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No, I don't.
No, stop! Look there on the wall. You see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Well,
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless... What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
how about I know what it is and I wanted to break the rules.
This point, which,
I
if
wanted
that's
to
true,
break the
well, my
rules.
goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Eat my ass.
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
I just...
Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. What the
Now
fuck
then,
is this?
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket,
What?
not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
That's a bucket! You bitch!
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
I'm no fool.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Well, if you take the roof off, it's a bucket.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor.
Not
It's
if
an
you
enormous
cut off the
machine
top!
that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the
You cut off the top, it becomes a mobile bucket.
Is this a bucket?
Like I said, cut off the top, it is a bucket. What?
Correct. This is a bucket.
He agrees! He agrees, chat!
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Clearly it's a hologram. What?
Question. Both. Gotcha.
Bitch!
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here.
Well, you gave me the
The
option!
implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Nothing holds everything. Therefore, bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence.
Twitter down!
Now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
If I cut open your head.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
It's pretty fucking
I'm
lame.
afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
No!
Okay, here we go.
Don't do it! Bucket!
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now.
This is
It's
lame.
delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it
Xantotter,
the fact
this is-
that we haven't got
this
a
is
game.
dumb.
So Tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Sure.
We'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go. Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
What? What? You guys saw that, right? What the fuck? Stanley? Stanley? Hello?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I saw another Stanley, guys. There will be a reward for finding them all. Small floating objects appear across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. How can you spot one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? By employee 416. We can do it. Red room? Red room. Thank you. Good luck. Trust the completionist instinct. Guys. A large room, lots of boxes. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. Gotta collect them all. The hunt is on.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I like this closet. There's another Stanley out there, and I'm not dealing with it.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Eat my ass.
No reason to still be here.
No, there's another Stanley running around, and you have not talked about him. That model went somewhere.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I'm hiding from a Stanley! He's gonna kill me! I need a wrench.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Got something to
Standing
fucking
around
say?
doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Safe in here, I got a broom.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
It's probably just... No!
Maybe to
He
you
didn't wear a
this is
hat.
somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
It's safe in the closet.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Well, that was
He
mean.
probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
You're
That or
mean.
with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Damn right I am.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your
They
central
can't
nervous system
possibly
and you
know.
collapsed on the keyboard.
They would
In
never
a situation
suspect
like
it.
this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Don't you fucking do it.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
You know what? I'll be right back. I gotta use the washroom. Be right back. Chat! You'll never believe it! But there is a goal to this game. We must stop the time vampires. Stairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
We
Another
must
Stanlerine-
complete the goal.
Must get collectible!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think?
Okay, I actually have to know
What
where all
name
these
better
figurines are.
encapsulates
Where
the
are
intrinsic
all the
sense of
Stanley
happiness
figures?
that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay, I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
But there's a fireplace
What
here.
he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
There's a fireplace here.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 845.
Oh.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Did I do it? Stanley!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlerines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have nothing.
Okay, I know where the last one is.
Now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlerines. None of us can.
We just gotta do this last one. Just gotta do this story, and then we can go back. I need the red and blue doors. I need to go colorblind again.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Whoops, nope, never mind. He actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out. Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Excuse me. I'm actually curious. Is there anything with this pin pad? Stanley Parable keypad. Oh. Hmm. That's lame. Hmm. I wonder if we can annoy him.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Easy. It's to annoy you.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense.
I can do without the sarcasm!
It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this. Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process. All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Well, now we're gonna go back down the elevator again.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
I am your god.
Oh, where could we be going?
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
What?
Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley.
Yes!
You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
Yes!
But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Yes. Slow.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
Yes.
But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years.
Too slow,
all
brain.
because of
You're
you.
just
You're the
needy
one
of
who took this
excitement.
bold step
This is
of
art!
visiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to.
Exactly.
We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life.
Guys,
Because I know you're not much for the
finally
public
getting
eye,
the
but I thought it would
appreciation I deserve.
especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Guys, I'm finally getting the recognition I deserve.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door. All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart.
I will.
I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
I'm ready to meet my people. People of the Stanley Parable, dude! It's too bright! Hello?
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of
Okay,
two open
I now know where the last
This
figurine
was
is.
not the
We're
correct
going.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Eat my ass. Can I close this? Yes.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I am curious because there was a thing here. What
Stanley had
the
now gotten
fuck?
himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
Yes!
What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Hey, asshole, you left the vent open.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
Means
to the
I'm
meeting
ready to
room.
start
Perhaps
kicking
he
your
had
ass.
simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nope.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little.
What?
This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, we're getting the last figurine. Fuck you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult. The fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot.
What? Really?
Yes.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
Sure you
to
do.
show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm...
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
Found it!
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Yes.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Well, I'm bored.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Okay.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Nah, I'm gonna do it.
Please, Stanley. No! Oh. No. No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Because it's fun.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No. I just want to live a lie.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Oh, no, narrator. I think we can get along just fine.
A choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Whee!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
You denied me an acquisition. Oh shit, did it actually restart the whole game? Oh shit! I think it actually restarted it all. What?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
I mean, yeah, but...
I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Sure.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just
Okay.
one more time.
Okay.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Cool.
And here was a second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the warehouse. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
I found it under the stairs.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here,
Yay.
under the stairs. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything. Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No, I found it in the bathroom. I found it in the bathroom. This is wrong. They're whispering.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
What?
Enjoy.
No fucking way! Sir, what?
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Okay.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine,
Yeah.
right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Well, I mean, one fucked up, like...
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
What? But we fucked up!
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
Uh-oh.
I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Okay. You're worrying me, bud. This is why I threw myself off the
here's where
staircase.
I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
I don't want to watch it again. No!
Yes, I love that video.
Okay. This is wrong.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
The apple whispers. The apple whispers.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding
Yeah,
all
he's
of
scaring
these,
me too,
it really
dude.
would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Wait, what happens if I go this way? Nothing down here.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember?
I
Yes,
do.
I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Okay. You're worrying me, bud.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this? Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating
Okay.
it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
I don't.
Oh, yes. The two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic.
I don't like
memory,
this.
one. And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He
What?
would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
What?
Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
What?
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I remember there was a way to get out one of these windows.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Reboot the
Feeling
game
a wave of
entirely.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his...
Why? Why? Wait, but I already... Okay. Hang on, hang on. Can I just say something? Okay. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted the game up. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you'll actually take the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even know any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to your video game now.
This is the story of...
Okay, welcome back. Quit the game and then start it again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't get it.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
This ain't calming, this is anxiety-inducing for me.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Button.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh,
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Wait, why are
And
some of their
Stanley,
boxes glowing
one of them,
green?
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Employee 559. Why was that box glowing green?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, staircase. Sorry, I am reading a thing. Oh! Where am I? What is happening? Oh shit, I'm stuck. Okay. I fucked that up.
All of his co-workers were gone.
We're just gonna
What
speed
could
through
it
this.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set
Sorry,
of
I
two
found a
open
thing.
doors,
I'm
he
interested.
entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Okay, so this might help us.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Button!
Now,
Hey boss, have you heard of Catechirus? Yes, I watch
their
him.
true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Up.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He
back from
couldn't
his 4-month
accept
break.
it.
I know,
His
I saw.
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Of course! But now I am in
But
control.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is
Yep.
that what you wanted? Control?
Yep.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
Suck my ass,
detonators
bitch!
are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much
So,
better
chat,
than
how
what
you
I had
doing?
in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing?
Watching you
right
trying
now?
to find everything.
Or did
Yeah,
you
apparently
just
there's a
assume
thing
when you saw
down
that
here.
time
I just gotta wait
that
for it to
something in
blow
this
up.
room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Okay, that did fuck all. Do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, Bucket, I missed
The
you.
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
This is
Stanley
the
did not
only
question
way.
why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the
Your
bucket
facts
had
are bullshit.
spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I am free with the bucket.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Said
No.
the bucket.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone?
Because it's evil.
Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Fuck you!
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look. What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
What?
And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
Hey.
Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now. Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence.
What is happening?
Very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us
I
must
thought we were learning how to be
dedicate our
funny.
lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme. Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Okay.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video.
Oh God, I can't get
Otherwise,
over there.
Who knows where we'd be right now?
I'm stuck in
Well, I
this.
wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure.
Oh no.
The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Okay. Spooky.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off.
Okay.
It'll never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video
No!
again.
No!
Yes, surely that.
Let's not go back! That video freaked me out!
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What? Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What? Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open
Is this
doors,
gonna keep
they
looping?
entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What? Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
What happens if I go left now?
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery?
What?
Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's...
What is happening?
The whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm gonna do this last thing and call it a night.
Wow. Yes, this room.
Fuck it.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I believe we've
I'm
gotten
not
off on the
you
right
really are
foot.
not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for... This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
I did.
Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
Hit my
None
ass.
of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp? I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
I wanna.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Okay.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Do 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 do. La da 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 da.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality. Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
We put ourselves first.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late. Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to. I'm still here in this pile of rubbish, with you,
Yep.
who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I am.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping, coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Uh-oh.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115?
Stanley spoke the code.
I can't talk! You didn't give me a mouth!
115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I can't talk! I don't have a
I'm
mouth!
sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step. Okay, fine, you're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one.
I
single
can't
thing,
talk,
your
asshole!
respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening
Okay.
to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
Yeah, sure. Such a great decider on things, Stanley is.
More important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
You know, they actually do a really good job of making him sound sad.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Okay. Well, I'm done. I'm tired. I will talk to you guys on Thursday. Please support me however you can if you wish. Please join the Discord. All you gotta do is go to Patreon. All that good stuff. Merch in the merch store. Also linked down below if you're on Twitch.